Hey Star Trek fans, welcome back to Kertrats Productions and another week in Trek. I'm Dan Gunther, and this week we have news stories from across the Star Trek universe as Michelle Yeoh is honored by the President of the United States, Pinewood Studios in Toronto pays tribute to Star Trek, and new Star Trek merchandise comes out for you to add to your collection. But leading the news this week is a story from TrekMovie.com that answers a question I've been having for this season of Discovery. Where the heck is Saru?
You're the captain of the most important space station in the entire Federation. You're news.
If you haven't been watching Season 5 of Star Trek Discovery, here's a warning for some minor spoilers up to Episode 6 of that season. So the character of Saru, played by Doug Jones, has been an indelible part of Discovery since day one, having appeared in nearly every episode of the series until now. He was a major part of the first 3 episodes of the current season, which saw a storyline in which Saru resigned his Starfleet commission and became a Federation ambassador. Well, we have now recently seen episode 6 of the season, and Saru hasn't appeared since. So where is he gone? Well, thanks to a story on TrekMovie.com, we've learned that he was away promoting his appearance in the film Hocus Pocus 2 as much of the season was being produced. Thanks to this tweet from actor Doug Jones replying to a fan asking why he hasn't been appearing lately, we do also get the happy news that he will be back as Saru before the end of the season. Hopefully he appears for more than just the final episode, but we do know that he will for sure be in the finale, due to the fact that he was involved in the shoots that make up the epilogue of the series, the extra bits they filmed after learning that the 5th season would be the last. I, for one, am at the very least hoping to see the promised Saru-Tarina wedding at some point. I'm looking forward to seeing Doug Jones back as Saru in Discovery, hopefully sooner rather than later. Michelle Yeoh has recently had a string of successes, including her Oscar win for her role in 2022's Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Woman in Motion Award from the Cannes Film Festival, and the Crystal Award from the World Economic Forum. Well, now she can add another prestigious honor to her resume as she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Joseph Biden on Friday. Michelle Yeoh joined 18 other recipients at the medal ceremony at the White House. President Biden had this to say about Yeoh's contribution to American cinema. For decades, and on and off the screen, Michelle Yeoh has shattered stereotypes and glass ceilings to enrich and enhance American culture. Her roles transcend gender, cultures, and languages. From martial arts to romantic comedies to science fiction to show us what we all have in common. As the first Asian actor to win an Oscar as Best Actress, she bridges cultures to not only entertain, but also inspire and open hearts, and that's what she keeps doing. Congratulations. We as Star Trek fans are incredibly fortunate to have Yeoh as a part of the franchise, and her performances as both the Prime Universe Captain Georgiou and the Mirror Universe Emperor Georgiou will be some of my favorite things to come out of the Star Trek Discovery series. We are all very much looking forward to her reprising the role in the upcoming Section 31 film, which is set to stream on Paramount Plus in the near future. As soon as we have a release date for that movie, we will let you know. Ever since Star Trek Discovery started production in 2017, most live-action Star Trek has been filmed at the Pinewood Studios in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Section 31, and now the upcoming Starfleet Academy were all filmed, or will film, on the stages at Pinewood, and in honor of Star Trek's contribution to their studio, they have officially renamed one of their sound stages the Star Trek Stage. The stage that now bears the Star Trek name is 18,000 square feet and was renamed during filming of the final scenes of Discovery's final season. Star Trek head Alex Kurtzman had this to say about the honor. Pinewood Toronto Studios has become a second home for our Star Trek family, and we're grateful that they've named a stage in honor of the franchise. In addition to the amazing stage space, we've benefited from working with the talented artists in front of the camera and behind the scenes, and look forward to our partnership in Toronto on future series. All 5 seasons of Discovery were filmed in Pinewood, and with the current series and the upcoming series all being produced there, it looks like Star Trek will have a home on the Star Trek stage for years to come. And finally, on this channel, I have often talked about collectibles released by the New Zealand Mint celebrating Star Trek in collectible coin form. Well, they've released another new Star Trek coin, this time commemorating one of my favorite locations in the Star Trek universe. April 26th saw the release of their newest Star Trek coin, a 1-ounce silver coin featuring Deep Space Nine. The irregularly shaped coin is made from 99.9% pure silver and is one that I am definitely going to be adding to my collection. I'll have a link to their website in the video description below if you're interested in picking this one up. Which brings me to a question for my viewers. Are you interested in unboxing videos of things like Star Trek coins? Because with the New Zealand Mint's resurrection of their Star Trek line, I have a few that I've recently received. If there is interest, I'd be cool with doing unboxings of them on the channel. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you're interested in seeing.
We just got a message from Fed HQ. The USS Lockerer just found Maul and Locke. Admiral Vance requests that we jump to their location immediately.
Okay, lock in coordinates. Let's not make them wait.
Just one Star Trek release this week, and that is, of course, the next episode in the 5th and final season of Star Trek Discovery. This week's episode is titled Erigah and is episode 7 of 10, which means this season is going by a heck of a lot faster than I personally would like. Here's the synopsis from Paramount. With Maul and Locke finally in custody, the Federation is pulled into a diplomatic and ethical firestorm when the Breen arrive and demand that they be handed over. Meanwhile, a frustrated Book looks for ways to help as Tilly, Adira, and Reno work to decipher the latest clue. Erigah is written by M. Raven Metzner and directed by Jon Dudkowski. We will of course have our regular weekly review and deep dive later in the week here on the channel. And that's a wrap on This Week in Trek. Thanks, as always, to the Patreon supporters. It is very much appreciated. If you'd like to help out with the channel, please go to patreon.com/Kertrats to sign up. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to hit like if you appreciated this video, share it with anyone you think might be interested, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. See you again soon in another video. As always, live long and prosper.